Hey everyone, now I will look at perfectly competitive market in the long run, some review questions on that. Question number one is asking us which of the following distinguishes the short run from the long run in pure competitive market structures. It's gonna be firms can enter and exit the market in the long run, but not in the short run. Next one, the primary encouraging entry of new firms into a purely competitive industry is due to economic profits. Okay. Now we have question number 3 here. It says in a purely competitive industry, the answer will be this one. There may be economic profits in the short run, but not in the long run. So in the long run, it will always be price equal to average total cost of production. And if we look at the short run, we can have 3 scenarios: price greater than average total cost of production, that means a profit; price less than average total cost of production, that is a loss; and number 3, price equal to average total cost of production. All 3 cases are possible in the short run, but in the long run we are not going to have any profit because eventually we end up with normal profit or price equal to average total cost, this situation. All right, going to question number 4 here is asking us in a purely competitive market, if a purely competitive market is producing at MR equal to MC and earning an economic profit. So whenever a firm earns an economic profit, this will cause the new firms to enter this market in response to an economic profit. However, if there is an economic loss, we would have the exact opposite. We would have existing firms exiting from this industry. Now take a look at question number 5, long run adjustments. This takes the form of entry or exit of firms in the market. I strongly recommend reading, or at least reading the PowerPoint and listening to the YouTube video I created on long run perfectly competitive market structure. You'd see how adjustments take place with entry or exit of firms from the industry. All right, question number 6. Market for corn is purely competitive. Farms are suffering economic losses. So what happens when farms are suffering economic losses? Some farms will exit from the industry. This will cause what? I'm talking about a perfectly competitive industry, and the difference between the demand curve for an industry and a farm is, for the farm, the demand curve is flat or perfectly elastic. For the industry, the demand curve is downward sloping. Now, let's say we have a supply curve, this one, and I'm looking at equilibrium price, let this be equal to 4, quantity, let this be equal to 100, and these are some random numbers I'm using here. And I'm looking at the industry price, and the farm's price will be equal to the industry price because they're price takers. All right, coming back to this question here, my answer will be economic loss means some farms will exit. So C and D are not the right answer choices. It will be either A or B. Some farms will exit, and this will cause the supply curve to shift to the left. Now I have a new point of intersection between the original demand curve and the new supply curve. This causes price to go up from $4 to $5 and the quantity to go down. So the take home is when farms are going to exit, the market price will go up. Market price goes up because the supply curve shifts to the left. Take a look at question number 7. What is going on here? Okay, refer to the accompanying graphs for a perfectly competitive market in the short run. What will happen in the long run to industry supply and the equilibrium price of the product? Okay, what do we have here? So this is for a perfectly competitive farm because the demand curve is horizontal. This is for an industry because the demand curve is downward sloping. So this is the price here. Let the price be equal to $4. And this is going to be the quantity, and I'm going to get the quantity at the point where do we get the quantity here? Quantity at the point where marginal revenue is equal to the marginal cost of production. Let this be the equilibrium the quantity of a single sold by a single farm. I'm going to extend the line here, and this one is my average total cost. Let the average total cost be equal to $6. So the average total cost is greater than price. I will explain this problem in details. There will be a loss. The loss will be equal to 4 minus 6 times 100. I know the problem is not really asking for so many details, but I just want to go in details to make you all understand what's going on here. All right, the same situation I explained before. When we have a loss here, the supply curve will shift to the left, and this will cause the prices to increase all the way to the price go up all the way to $6. So basically in the long run, what happens is price increases and price becomes equal to the average total cost of production. So my answer choice here will be supply will decrease and price will increase. See, the price increased here. Okay. Now, question number 8. It says refer to the accompanying graphs for a competitive market in the short run. Which of the following statements is true? So this is a farm here. This is an industry. Industry is downward sloping demand curve. Farm is a horizontal demand curve. I just keep repeating this so that you really get the hang of this perfectly competitive market structure. What's going on here? This is my quantity. The demand curve is also my price line. The average total cost curve is the average total cost is greater than price. So definitely the farm is experiencing an economic loss. This one. Now we can go to question number 9. Already we have something different going on here. This is what? This is the price line as well as the marginal revenue line as well as the demand curve. So this is also the demand curve here. Let this be equal to $4. There's like too many things I just wrote down over here. Let the price be equal to $4. And this is your equilibrium quantity. This is your average total cost. Let the average total cost be equal to $3. I see there is a profit equal to $100. So I have a profit here which is equal to price minus average total cost, and do not forget the quantity here. This is equal to 100. So we have a profit, and this will cause more farms to enter this industry. Okay, so the more farms are going to enter this industry here, and the supply curve will shift to the right. And this will eventually cause the price to go down to the level of average total cost. All right, economic profit, more farms will enter, the supply curve shifts to the right. Go to question number 10. All right, line 1 represents this is increasing an increasing cost industry. Okay. Question number 11. The representative farm in a purely competitive industry, okay, will always earn zero economic profit in the long run. That means price will be equal to average total cost. Going to question number 12 here. Which of the following is true for a purely competitive farm in the long run? When you hear the word long run, always think about price equal to average total cost of production. We can also say, actually, we should just say minimum average total cost of production. Let me tell you something here. This is my average total cost of production. So the average total cost of production reaches its minimum point when it is hitting the marginal cost. And so we say price is equal to minimum average total cost of production. And also price is equal to marginal cost. And price is equal to marginal cost, that is also equal to marginal revenue. So 12, the answer is C. Question number 13. Peer competition in the long run. We have both allocative as well as productive efficiency. Okay, this one. Question number 14. Assume a purely competitive increasing cost industry is in the long run equilibrium. If there is a decline in demand, farms will do what? demand is going to go down. This means the farms will leave the industry and price and output will both go down. Okay. Question number 15. Balin's Burger Barn operates in a perfectly competitive market, currently earning economic profits of 20,000 per year. Based on this information, we can conclude what? Okay, earning economic profits. That means Balin is operating in the short run, not in the long run, because long run is no economic profit, unlike the short run. So these are all the questions I have for now. Hope this helps the class. Thank you very much.